Hi, I'm Danielle. I do too much. I like hair, talking, cosplay, music, art, and stuff.
Happy winter! You made it! Hello and welcome to StarPuppy. I'm Danielle, your resident weirdo. Welcome to the weirdness. Figured it's the end of the year, should switch some things up. Got a winter wonderland. This is my tree. Her name is...
I've become so tired, I can't see you shine.
Rosetta. And this is Kyle. Don't talk to him. He's not worth your time. Right now, it's really important for me to surround myself by lots of cheery, wintry, and in my personal case, Christmassy things. I need some cheer. You can cop some of the cheer I designed on my Teespring store. I designed this for you. I heard you. And I made something a little more understated. It was very difficult for me, so check it out. Really helps the channel, and I think it's pretty sleek. So if you're newer to the channel, like Surviving Your 20s is actually a series on my channel that I haven't added to in quite some time. I'll link the whole playlist here. Just talking to my younger self, what I would say to her, other than lotto numbers. Just gonna talk to my past self because I'm not what? A counselor, a therapist, a psychiatrist, or a professional, but I am what? An adult with hindsight and a heart that hopes you don't make the same mistakes I did. Let's go. Also, I'll just link this down below. Every time I have this thing on the channel, somebody wants the link. I'm gonna link it. Look in the description box. So, going into 2020, I had some ideas of how things might pan out. I would tell my 2019 me to... I wouldn't tell her to do anything. I would assure her that this year is gonna feel real isolated. And that she shouldn't worry because isolation is what you make of it. It's okay to reach out to people. It's actually really, really good to reach out to people right now because as lonely or isolated or both as you might feel right now, most other people feel that way too. And for some reason, nobody wants to be the first person to say that, but just be brave for just a split second with someone you trust and just say it. It's okay to feel lonely. This is a lonely year, you know? I feel that there's this unfair sense of shame around loneliness. I think there's always been a shame around loneliness, as if humans aren't social creatures by nature and need different levels, but a certain level of human interaction just to feel right. Some people need less than others, some people need more, but I feel, especially in this year, there seems to be this weird dance around not admitting or even allowing yourself to acknowledge your feelings of isolation or loneliness. When this is the loneliest year I've ever experienced, and I think most of humanity has ever experienced as a team. Just please don't punish yourself for feeling lonely. This year is all the way lonely. On an emotional, interpersonal level, yeah. Within that category, I think one of the most harmful things that's happening is that our capabilities to grow interpersonally, experience new things, and experience new people, new places, a growth encouraged by newness is crippled, but the expectation to do so is still there. Make it make sense. How? I've come out of talking to past me. I'm talking to you for just 1 second in case you need to hear it from outside your head. Think about this. Chew on this, because I came to a very fun realization. People right now are still stunting on Instagram. Still stunting. Look at this. I have this. This is happening. And there's a difference between celebrating positive events in your life and stunting. One is a genuine celebration of the joy in your life. I'm talking about, I think you know what I'm talking about. I don't even want to get too specific because I have a feeling that you already thought about a post that you saw and was like, that one. That's the one. You got it. You don't need to hear no examples from me. You already know. There's this very damaging thing that we do as just our current culture of seeing everyone's highlight reels without seeing any of their failures, because who wants to post their lowest moment? I don't know, but it's not me, and it's probably not you either. We believe the highlight reel because that's all we see. But no one's life is perfect. No one's life will ever be perfect. And I understand that it's so difficult to really believe that when it seems so glorious from the outside looking in. But I'd really encourage you to take this year, just look at it objectively, okay? Just go through the bullet points of all the stuff and just know that most people on this planet have suffered, are suffering, will suffer. We always are, but this is like the worldwide group project of going through it I never anticipated. This year, for most people, has negatively impacted their life in a major way at least once. And then take a look at social media and what people are still choosing to put forward. Myself included. The sheer volume of the pain and the hurt, the isolation, the suffering that pretty much everyone is hiding has increased so much this year. Yeah, this is some tip of the iceberg social media moments. It is what it is. But the moment you understand that, the better you feel about your life. I'm serious. Because I'm not saying I don't still do that. Especially on Instagram. I'm mostly just there to chat with y'all in my DMs, look at puppies, look at incredibly talented people, and creep on my friends. That's it. What I'm saying is give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself. Are you kidding me? First of all, you're watching this video. You're watching this video. You are here. That, in and of itself, is something to be joyous about. I'm so happy you're here. You know why? Celebrate that. I'm getting too into it. I'm just really happy you're here, okay? Moving on. I'm about to ask a question, actually. This is to my, the class of 2020, from, high school, college, grad school, or, early 20s, people in their mid-20s, 30s. I don't know if I should keep calling this 20-somethings. I feel like this is any-somethings. Let me know what you think about that, but I'm asking you a question. Those questions, those little post-grad questions. Ooh, do you know what you're gonna do? Oh, what are your plans for after graduation? Oh, what are you gonna do with your life? Oh, you getting married soon? Or, oh, well, we're gonna get some grandkids. But from my class of 2020 and people who are in that space where those questions are being asked, are people asking that this year? Still? Because I feel like the clapback potential of that question is too powerful and could destroy lives and friendships, relationships, so on. Do you know what you're doing with your life? Does anyone? You know what I mean? I'm really curious about that because it feels like that's already in any context, in any graduating class or whatever stage of life, that's a very unfair question. I don't think in most cases it's asked with malicious intentions. People who are asking you about your life usually care about it. And maybe it's a prompt to get you to start thinking about it, or they're genuinely intrigued. But it tends to bring on the existential dread real quick. We're talking Sonic fast. You gotta go. But are people asking that right now? I'm very curious. Let me know. Not claiming to be an expert. Not claiming to be anything, really. I'm just Danielle in a sweater, taking her hair down, and there's a tree. I know my lane. I know I've hit a lot of y'all in y'all soul unintentionally. And maybe you're looking for some advice or something. If you're not, feel free to completely ignore this. But I can't really get into it right now. I think I'd like to talk about a lot of things. Point is, this is not that video. This is not that series. Honestly, this might not even be the medium for this. Y'all might have to hear about that in my EP album. No, I'm not actually kidding. I have dealt with a lot of emotional turmoil. I consider myself somewhat of an old pro of spiral dodging. I am out here emotionally limbered up at all times, able to dodge, juke, fake out, slide past, do a complete back bend, 180 spiral, kick flip, whatever you want to avoid the doom spiral. I'm really happy I developed that skill before this year, woohoo, and have continued to do so. So I figured I'd share some of that because heck, it could be helpful, and if it helps one person, successful. Okay, so step 1, always be checking in with yourself. Literally, if you have to say it out loud, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Because the thing about spiraling is that usually in the beginning, before you become emotionally limber, you don't even know when it's coming until it's too late and you're already in like the second wave of the down. So always be asking yourself how you feel. Always. Identify how you feel. Say it out loud. Then ask yourself, why do I feel this way? And be honest. Your feelings aren't right or wrong. Your feelings are information. That's it. Be honest. Identify the culprit. If you can change something in the situation and make yourself feel better without hurting anyone, yourself included, do the thing that's going to make you feel better. Preventative measures will keep you from spiraling. Just those 3 simple steps. What am I feeling right now? Name it. Find the culprits. Found it. What can I do to change the situation? Do that. And if you can't change the situation, sit with it, acknowledge it, and let it go. Because if you can't change something, you can't change something. And if anything else, this year has been very enlightening for, I'd say all of us, but I can't do that, a lot of us. We don't really control a lot. And sometimes you just can't control stuff. And that's okay. You're just a person. I know you want things to be okay. We all do. You're not alone. If anything, I'd say humanity is more the same than ever. Despite our many differences, I think we all understand a lot more about the human condition than perhaps ever before in most of our lifetimes. I want to really believe in us that we can understand each other, because at least, if nothing else, we have a common enemy. I'm not allowed to say the word. Just give yourself a pass. I know it's easier said than done, trust me. But fortunately, it can be done. It really can. It might take a lot of practice and it might take a lot of frustration. Trust me, I know. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you all about it in my music. I would just straight up tell you, but I just want to honor what it meant to me and how it changed me as a person. And a sit down chat video does not honor my experience. So, I just want you to know, as always, probably now more than ever, you right there are not alone. If nothing else, you are not alone. Okay? You're doing your best. Despite everything, you're doing your best. And that is all anyone can ever ask of you, including you. Right now, I'm doing my best. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have given me over the years, and especially this year, because it's been so hard for everybody, including me, you know, trying to be positive over here. But I've been going through it just like you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you're new, I would really suggest looking at this series, and I might continue content like this? I don't know. So subscribe, I guess. I'll be taking a break pretty soon because I haven't taken a break in like 5 years. Check out my merch, I guess. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. This has been me, Danielle, your resident weirdo, StarPuppy signing out. Say it with me now. You're gonna be okay!
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
Whatever, Kyle.